Hi DTCers, are you there? Are you in there? Yes, I see you. Good to see you. It is Porter's here with the dtc-mtv review of Patrick Redford's Hands Off. So I've done there, a little bit of sort of acting. This is an any card at any number effect. The DVD is put together very nicely, and I'm just correcting myself here, fans. I think a lot of magicians get very excited about this effect. If you don't know what any card at any number effect is, then just to break it down for you, basically a deck of cards is produced, depending on what type of version you're looking at. Someone names a card, someone names a number in the deck. That card then appears to that number. So say if they say 18, they deal down 18. That is the card that's been said. It's a brilliant plot, and there's been many people over many years coming up with many different variations of this. Some are a lot more intricate and some are a lot easier than others. This version, there's been a lot of thought put into it. It's definitely worth the release. It's an interesting idea, and as I said, there's a lot of thought being put into it. And I do believe the effect is very strong. I'm kind of sort of umming and ahhing here a little bit, because as a worker, I'm not going to use it. I'm just not going to use it. Because it's a sort of thing where you'd almost want the audience to come to you. I think he's performing it behind a bar and things like that. It's not easy. You wouldn't do this table hopping, I don't think. And I really don't. You wouldn't do this mix and mingle. It's involving two decks, and it just wouldn't work like that. I think as I said, if people came to you, you'd set it up. The script is so strong. It's a clever way of doing it. I like the thought process behind it. I like this thing happening in front of them. I think it's a very clever way of doing it. But it's just not ideal for me as a worker. It might well be ideal for a hobbyist who is performing it for a table and he's, got the position set up nicely. Then it will work really well. And as I said, it's well explained, it's well put together. There's a little bit of arts and crafts to do to set yourself up. As I come out in a cold sweat, but it's not particularly difficult. So I think some people will love it. Some people, workers, I don't believe will be going out to use this. I mean, there was a very simple version of any card and number on Matt Mellow's Mentalism DVD recently, which is a lot easier for a worker to use, and it's would nearly pretty much get the same sort of reaction from a layperson. There's a stage version on here. There's also, which I like best, this Fantasia impromptu version, where you can be handed a deck of cards and you can do it. And I think that's a really nice version of any card at any number, where you're almost giving superpowers to the layperson, which I think is really good because it reflects strongly on them and they get a kick out of it. So I like that version. I thought that was quite cool. So all in all, I'm going to say, look, the DVD is well put together, it's well explained, it's an interesting idea on the famous plot. It's not, I don't think it's great for the worker, so I'm going to give it 3.5 for the worker. I'm actually going to give it 4 for the hobbyist, because I think you'll get a lot more out of it, and in the right environment this will get good reactions. There you go, that is my thoughts on Hands Off by Patrick Redford. All the best.